In today's video, I want to give you guys a heads up on a fantastic deal on a PlayStation 4 Pro. I know I've been relatively vocal about the fact that I don't think it's a great idea buying the PS4 Pro right now, given that the PlayStation 5 is going to be out later next year. However, at this price point, probably the best price I've seen on a PlayStation 4 Pro, it might be worth it, especially because there are still some marquee games coming to the console. On top of that, Kingdom Hearts 3's DLC Remind episode details have been revealed, additional scenario, limit cut episode bosses, and playable characters. The official information page for that is open. Hideo Kojima tweeted an image noting working on the next concept for an upcoming project, so now everyone's deducing what that might mean. The 2D action arcade platformer Gunlord X has dropped on the PlayStation 4, and that came a few weeks ago, and I want to give that game some much needed attention because it went a little bit under the radar during the holidays, but definitely one you guys should know about, so we'll talk that at the end of this video. But first up, PlayStation 4 Pro 1TB console, the black console with the Fortnite Neo Versa bundle, has some Fortnite in-game content. I don't know if a lot of you guys care about that. Maybe that's relevant to Fortnite players. I don't really know. However, the console itself is down to $280, which is a fantastic price for a PlayStation 4 Pro. These were going on sale for like $300 to $350. Usually $350 is the price that you see it for. So a verified eBay user who has sold 1,500 of these has these for $280, which I think is a pretty good deal for a PlayStation 4 Pro. Now, let me be honest with you guys. Would I still recommend you to buy one right now? Probably not. The PlayStation 5 is gonna have everything and much more than the PlayStation 4 Pro can do. Obviously, it's a brand new console, but I imagine all of the existing PS4 games that were enhanced for the PS4 Pro would play similarly on the PlayStation 5, maybe even better, but that's just speculation. The Pro itself is still a great console, and there are of course a lot of games coming out that will utilize the PlayStation 4 Pro's power. You've got Cyberpunk 2077, The Last of Us Part 2, and a lot of other games, Final Fantasy VII Remake. The thing is, if you can sell your current maybe base PlayStation 4 and then get the PS4 Pro, and then maybe a little bit before the PlayStation 5 drops, sell your PlayStation 4 Pro and just parlay that into your successes and getting these platforms for a lower price, I think that would be a really good idea. I remember back when the PlayStation 4 came out, I had like an extra PlayStation 3, and GameStop was doing a promotion a few months prior to the release of the PlayStation 4, and they gave me like $150 for trading in my PlayStation 3, my extra PlayStation 3, towards the PlayStation 4. So if something like that happens, hey, you might end up actually getting a pretty good deal on this, especially if you can parlay it into, again, getting the PlayStation 5. It's a little bit different. PS4 didn't have backwards compatibility, so maybe they valued the PlayStation 3 a little bit higher, but in the same token, the PlayStation 4 Pro is a console that retails for $400. I believe at that point, the PlayStation 3 was like a $250 console. So you are comparing apples and oranges a little bit. I just thought I would give you guys that bit of information because I do remember that happening all the way back in 2013. Nonetheless, PlayStation 4 Pro for $280 I think is quite a good deal, so check that out. Alright, moving on from that, Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC Remind details have been revealed. Additional scenario, limit cut episode bosses, and playable characters have been outed. Square Enix has opened up the information page for Kingdom Hearts 3 downloadable content Remind on the game's official Japanese website, which features details on the game's additional scenario, limit cut episode and bosses, and playable characters. It notes Remind depicts another story that Sora has yet to experience. It is a reunion with the friends you encountered in the past and adds all sorts of new elements. Remind is another story that occurs during the climax just before heading to the final battle. Sora follows the hearts of the 7 Guardians of Light and experiences each Guardian's battle. It also notes limit cut episode and boss battles, high difficulty battles, put up your guard and attack at the best time to succeed against these strong bosses, and change between playable characters. Playable characters including Riku, Aqua, Roxas, Kairi, and more. In some battles, you can activate cooperative skills with party members and do even more damage. The page also has sections for greeting mode, slideshow function, premium menu, secret episode and boss, and English mode for the Japanese version, but detailed information will not be added until a later date. It also notes version 1.07 update will be adding new abilities, Keyblades in Oathkeeper and Oblivion, new form changes added, in-game requirements in Kingdom Hearts 3 to acquire Keyblades, and sharing features have been expanded. As far as the release of Remind goes, Kingdom Hearts 3's downloadable content is due out for PlayStation 4 on January 23rd, 2020, actually seeing a timed exclusive release on the PS4. It'll be out on Xbox One on February 25th. Now, if you have yet to pick up Kingdom Hearts 3, I think it will be a little bit advantageous for you if you wait a little bit longer, because I fully expect that Square Enix is going to release some sort of Kingdom Hearts 3 Definitive Edition, Complete Edition, whatever the case may be. Look, it's Square Enix. I can't remember the last time they released a major game and haven't re-released it. I guess they didn't re-release Dragon Quest XI, although that's not necessarily true because they made the Nintendo Switch version, but they re-released Final Fantasy 15, they re-released Nier Automata, they re-released every Kingdom Hearts game like a billion times. If you don't think they're gonna re-release Kingdom Hearts 3 at some point, you are absolutely out of your mind, and I imagine it'll be some sort of special edition release, maybe some special cover, and of course the DLC will be thrown in there. I don't know if they have plans for even more DLC on top of this, but whatever the case may be, I fully expect a re-release will happen at some point, and if you have yet to pick up the game, maybe it will pay dividends waiting for that, although the base game is down to like $15, or you can find it even cheaper than that at points. So it's not like it's a gigantic investment in getting into Kingdom Hearts 3 right now. The price is really good. The DLC itself, however, will be very expensive. It's going to be a $30 piece of downloadable content, so yeah, that's a little bit expensive, a little bit too expensive, I should say, for my taste. But nonetheless, it does look to be adding a sizable amount of content, so maybe it will be well worth it. We'll find out again as it'll be dropping January 23rd. Alright, moving on from that, one of the biggest game releases of 2019 by far was Death Stranding. It was one of the hotly anticipated, and it turned out to be one of the most controversial as well, which I think is very fair to say given the reception for Death Stranding. And Hideo Kojima is already working on the next concept while no one is in the office. As exactly what his tweet suggests, he noted working on the next concept while no one is in the office. Now everybody is about to deduce the attached image to all hell. You see a desert background, you see his laptop open, you see a couple of books, you see a skeleton, there's a goose in there as well, and now some people are memeing that it's Untitled Goose Game number 2. Whatever the case may be, it's very much exciting to see that Hideo Kojima has his fire intact and he's working already on the next concept of his game. It'll be very interesting to see when Kojima's next game comes out. I imagine it would be a PlayStation 5 and next-gen title, but the time period between Metal Gear Solid 5 and Death Stranding, which is a brand new and compelling IP, very unique, and they were trying something very different, it wasn't that long of a window. Metal Gear Solid 5 came out in 2015 and Death Stranding came out in 2019. That's only 4 years. For Kojima standards, I don't think that's long at all when you take a look at some of the windows for prior games. And generally speaking, how lengthy game development time has gone, maybe Hideo Kojima can get out his next game relatively quickly. I don't know if Kojima's team had something cooking in the background alongside Death Stranding, and this is another concept on top of that. Whatever the case may be, more Kojima games in gaming in general, I think, is a very good thing, and I'm excited to see what he does next. And lastly, I do want to highlight the fact that 2D action arcade platformer Gunlord X has dropped on the PlayStation 4. This is a game that I think a lot of people should check out. At least keep it on your wish list. It's a 2D action platformer which was launched in partnership with East Asia Soft at PlayStation Store on December 10th for $9.99. It's the definitive version of one of the most popular arcade games that originally launched back in 2012. Inspired by the Turrican series, Gunlord X emphasizes a mixture of exploration and traditional run-and-gun action. The game features hand-drawn pixel art graphics, 11 open-world stages, more than 60 unique enemies, huge boss battles, and a ton of secrets. Gunlord X is not just a simple port. Instead, they noted that they put a lot of effort and care into this release by adding a substantial number of new features and improvements. Noting, quote, "We believe that Gunlord X is the definitive version that should not be missed by any fan of action arcade platformers." What they note is increased level sizes with new secrets and challenges, a brand new stage, 4 new boss enemies, a new power shot weapon, difficulty adjustments including rebalance levels, permanent continues, level warp shortcuts, and auto-save features. New Game Mode Plus and accomplishment screen especially designed for speedrunners, various display settings including scanline RGB CRT TV options, and fully customizable controls and new optional modern twin stick control settings. Game definitely has an old school look to it, but something that's definitely up my alley, and I imagine a lot of you guys would feel very similarly about it. So Gunlord X, again, available right now on the PlayStation Store, and it's at the low price of $9.99. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, while I wouldn't highly recommend it, that PS4 Pro deal for $279.99 is really good, and if GameStop goes about things the same way, hey, maybe you can trade it in prior to the release of the PlayStation 5 and get some value back on it and put that money towards your PS5. I don't know, just something I thought I would suggest. Kingdom Hearts 3's DLC Remind has gotten a lot more details. Hideo Kojima seems to be working on the next concept for his next game, and the 2D action arcade platformer Gunlord X is available right now on the PlayStation 4. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.